What is going on, guys? Victor here. This is day 2 in the Keys with Brooks' family. I got a really nice array of reef fish right here. These colorful fish you guys see, for those of you who don't know, these are Yellowtail Snapper, one of the most beautiful, just best light tackle, really flaky, good eating fish we have here in the Florida Keys. If you guys want to see how we went ahead and caught these, I'm about to clean them up and then go back to the kitchen to cook them. Stay tuned, because this is going to be another good catch, clean, and cook. Here we go. All right, guys, we just got to the grouper grounds, the legendary grouper hole that we found. Brooks behind me. Brooks' dad is just dying with anticipation. He couldn't wait any longer. He already dropped the bait down. And Brooks' brother, Jed, over here, it was his birthday yesterday, and he didn't get his birthday grouper, so we're gonna try to get him one today. You ready?
Gonna get hooked up.
What you got, babe?
I think a yellowtail. I don't know if it's gonna be big enough to keep though, but it's definitely fighting like a yellowtail.
Yellowtail. I'm gonna get this.
First keeper yellowtail of the day. Let me move this.
Get that sucker. Oh, he's in the rock. Don't come out.
Huh?
Let him be. Don't.
Nope.
Don't horse him.
Oh man, you guys see that rod tip? That's that grouper just struggling to get either in that rock or just Brian's just trying to pull him out.
I'm not trying to pull yet. I'm trying to let him swim out.
Oh,
I am caught under a rock. You feel it?
yeah,
See
but
it rubbing
play
on
him. Play him. He might come out. He might get pissed off enough to come out.
I can feel it rubbing on the rock.
Yeah.
On the rock.
No.
Enjoy that fish, Brian, and you enjoy him. See, patience pays, doesn't it?
I think I've watched people, you know, be patient and get one out from under a rock, and I've never done it.
It's already filming. Oh, it's a black.
It's a
another
black.
keeper black grouper. Yeah, baby! Another black grouper! We got these things dialed in. Black grouper, first fish of the day by the grouper man himself, Mr. Brian.
Yeah, it went under a rock, and I've watched people be patient and get their fish, and it's never happened to me. And I sat there for, I would say, 5 minutes, and it swam out. It was exciting.
So let's measure him, but I'm pretty sure he'll be a keeper. They gotta be 24 inches. Gabby, if you come over here. And this guy is going in the cooler. He's 27 inches. More grouper for dinner.
It improved my sensitivity to them.
Are you biting him?
What did I just do, guys?
He bit the fish's fin off.
That's the way we used to do it. Nobody got time for a knife.
I never seen you do that.
You see me do it now. There's a yellowtail. Good yellowtail.
I think that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Holy
Say I won't.
good one.
Whoa. Oh, this is arm. Yep. Yellowtail arm. There's some nice sized yellowtails back there.
That is a nice one.
You gotta take the jig heads off. I'm fishing just a straight hook.
Giant.
Yep. They're back there. I see the ball of them. Okay, that's a good one. Good yellowtail. They're way back there.
Nice fat one. He must have been eating a lot of chum.
Woo!
A lot of chum, huh?
No jig head needed. All right, just once. You're good, you're good. They're all big keepers. Eel.
That's not an eel.
What?
Oh.
That had eel written all over it. It never ran. It was just sitting. Right?
Yes.
See? Even your dad agrees.
I agree.
That's it. When Brooke gets in her rhythm, it's over.
Oh, crap.
Oh, there's the ball. Whoa. No!
Talk about some determination.
Is that cabbage done?
Yeah. Here, I'll give you another bait. I need to retie this one.
Any longtime subscriber knows that I love to eat fish with the skin on, especially when you pan fry it, get it nice and crispy. I've done a bunch of recipes in the past with it. So what I'm gonna do is, I got a fork here. You could use a spoon. I've done it with a knife. A lot of people recommended a fork. And all you gotta do, hold your fish with one hand and you work against, from the tail to the head. It's a messy job, but you're gonna get all these scales to just come off. Because these are not scales like a mackerel that are really small. These are big, thick scales that you don't want to eat. And it's just a really easy way to get all these scales off. So I'm just gonna continue doing this until all the scales are off of this fillet. Okay, there's one side, now we do the other. Now, very important to rinse off your fillet, get all those scales off. Do one last little check to make sure, you know, after I rinse them off, to make sure that there's no scales left anywhere. Nice sharp knife, very important. And I haven't talked about knives in a while. These are knives that my dad got me for Christmas. I have used so many knives now, and I'll tell you one thing, doesn't matter what knife you're using, if you don't have a sharpening stone to go along with it, your knife is useless. Or some means of way to sharpen your knife, because knives don't stay sharp forever, despite what people think and despite what marketing knife companies throw at you. Or now that we got our snapper scaled, go ahead, make one incision right up by here, down to the head, work my knife up, one forward motion, meet it to the other side, just like that. Separate. Ride those bones. And we got a beautiful, beautiful fillet of yellowtail, which is gonna be cooked to a nice crisp. Yellowtail, very mushy. You gotta make sure you take care of them, ice them down properly, because they are very, very mushy fish. Hope you guys enjoyed the fishing portion of that video. We ended the day with a bunch of yellowtail snapper. We got a keeper black grouper. We got our hearts broken a couple of times, dropping some big baits on the reef. Just could not stop some of the grouper we were hooking. But time to get into the kitchen and prepare one of my favorite ways to prepare fish, which is pan seared with the skin on. Now, I love it because, you know, your fish is just moist, you get a crispy skin, and yellowtail snapper is perfect to do for this technique. So what you're gonna see me do now is scoring the skin. And what this is gonna help in doing is to prevent the fish from folding up, from curling up when it hits that hot oil. It'll lay flat and nice. Now what we're gonna do also is pat our fish dry. You do not want any moisture or water. It's gonna help to really crisp up the skin of your fish and to prevent that oil and water from reacting and just smoking up and making a big old mess. So now we're gonna season our fillets lightly. I score the skin on every single one with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, not too much seasoning because you're getting the full flavor from the searing process itself. Chopping up some cilantro, because we're gonna be making an avocado, cilantro, lime cream sauce to go along with our fish and our orzo pasta. Slicing one lime in half. We're gonna be using the juice of one whole lime and preparing a lemon for our orzo pasta later. Smushing one garlic clove, no more, because you don't want to overpower your avocado sauce. Slicing them up into little pieces to go into our magic bullet, which I'm gonna put, I think I did, you know, a quarter cup of mayonnaise, and then the rest, I'd say 3/4 of a cup of this plain whole milk, full fat Greek yogurt. You gotta get the full fat in there to get the flavor. You're not using that much mayonnaise, so you can get away with it. Now we got some avocado being chopped up. Brooke's taking over. She helped me a lot with this dish. We're gonna be using avocado for two things. Number one, our salsa, and number two, our avocado cream sauce. And making sauces has really become pretty easy once you learn the basics of it, and I've realized that you can pretty much make any type of sauce as long as you use some type of mayonnaise, yogurt, whatever, whatnot. Back to the storyline. So here we have some parsley being chopped up, which is gonna go into our orzo pasta right there. Orzo pasta, great side dish if you guys have not already tried it. It's a good substitute for a carb instead of a potato or pasta, or, you know, your traditional pasta. Use some orzo in there once in a while. Very good, flavorful. Add some lemon juice into it, give it a good stir, and it's one of my favorite side dishes. Add some hot oil. This is just vegetable oil going into our pan. And when I first started making pan-seared fish, I made a lot of mistakes. And number one being, you gotta make sure your oil is very, very hot, almost smoking. Otherwise, you're not gonna get that crispy exterior. Your fish is going to just be mushy and it's not gonna cook fast enough. You want this to cook very fast. 2/3 of the way on the skin side, 1/3 of the way on the fillet side. Now, you see me smushing it down with the spatula. I'm preventing that fish from curling up. You see how it's nice and flat right there? That's because I scored the skin. That's because I'm smushing it down with the spatula. And look at that just beautiful brown coating exterior. It's just so good. You honestly don't even need to put salt, pepper on it. It was just so good with the searing itself. Here is our avocado, tomato, red onion salsa. Dishing up the orzo pasta on our plate, along with our avocado cream sauce coming out of our little bottle that I ordered on Amazon. Trying to further increase the aesthetics of plating every time. Now we got our fish going onto the plate with a nice scoop full of our salsa to go along with it. Tell me that doesn't look good. I know your guys' mouths are watering right now because mine is doing this voiceover. And we also have just a big old pile of fish on the table right here. Fed everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Another 5-star meal. Every meal has just been superb so far, so amazing again.
Like Jed said, it was amazing. Every bite was just delicious, and it looked really good too. This was the pretty way to prepare fish, and it tasted even better than it looked.
I'm a picky eater and this was amazing.
I'll take that.
Have 2 plates again.
There we go.
This Yellowtail Snapper with the crispy skin is really nice. Make you fish harder for yellowtails next time you're out there. That's for sure.
You guys probably think that I sit here and lie about all of these because they're all seriously so good, and I say that every single time, but they're really all so good. You don't have to do it with yellowtail. Victor's made this recipe with kingfish before, and it was really good. And kingfish and yellowtails are 2 completely different kinds of fish, and it was really good this way too. So try it. You don't have to try it with yellowtail, try it with something different. You know, give it a go. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you guys all for being very nice, and thank you Brooke, because Brooke helped me out a lot. She was the one covered in scales to make this meal happen as we were filleting fish. She scaled them, and it's a kind of a labor-intensive process, but it's so worth it. You guys see we got empty plates, and like Brooke said, you can try this with most fish that have a thinner skin that's not really fishy or leather-like. Snapper, kingfish, mackerel, that type of stuff, and it is so good. It really just it sets the bar for your meal, that crispy skin, and it doesn't rely on any sauces or anything. You know, it's just salt, pepper, I put a little garlic powder, and it's just amazing. So as always, thank you guys for watching. We got plenty more of Keys content coming your way, and as always, I'll be seeing all you guys, my Landsharks, in that next video.
Bye.
Do you feel the buzz?